Welcome to another episode of my NBA 2K26 What If series. In this episode, basically, we were trying to take over the reins as the Denver Nuggets GM, if you will, and see if we can win a championship, giving ourselves a 3-year window. Um, yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, I mean, with this Nuggets team, it's always going to be very difficult to begin one of these series, or one like to begin as a team who's recently won a championship. Granted, like it's going to be a lot harder versus like the Thunder, for instance, because they just won it. It's going to be a little bit easier again to do the Celtics because they're less years removed from winning it. But yeah, the Nuggets now, was it 3 years ago now that their last championship came? You know, just like how we are kind of utilizing this 3-year window, a team can change a lot in a 3-year time span. So with this Nuggets team now eliminated from playoff contention, even though it hasn't updated in 2K, as I'm doing this video, it's May 2nd, so we are through the games of as of May 1st. And so, yeah, this game ended up being a win for the Wolves team, which frankly came as quite a shock. I mean, they are without Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo, and we're still able to like take this Nuggets team out. But yeah, we go ahead and sim this, and Celtics do win it. So again, like I said, it's a little bit easier to see teams like that who recently won a championship win it again. But this Nuggets team, just quite a few more years removed from that last championship, and as I'm as big of a Nikola Jokic fan as anybody, but yeah, it's going to be hard for them just with their how the roster's set up right now, to kind of win another championship, I think. But yeah, before we get into all that, here's how the offseason has played out so far. Here's some big name retirements. You see LeBron, you see Jimmy Butler, Mike Conley, Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry. Some big names are hanging them up. And yeah, Klay Thompson also retirement, gets his jersey retired. And we're not going to change any rules because we like to keep this as status quo as possible. And yeah, no pick for the Nuggets, I don't believe. Denver pick. We have our own pick at 26, but it's not a great pick. It is a stacked draft class, but yeah, I just don't know what might be available when we do pick at that spot. But if I were to go out on a limb here and assume who the Nuggets will be bringing back as head coach, I feel like they'd probably bring back Edelman. Could be wrong about that. I'm not sure. I'm not totally locked into things in terms of the Nuggets go. Don't know if he is up on his contract going into this offseason. You think like maybe a first round exit, they would move on from him. You never know. But yeah, I think there's a lot of decisions here going into this offseason for this Denver Nuggets team. I think one of the things that they've really lacked is finding another um, like consistent shooter, maybe. They moved on from Michael Porter Jr., got Cam Johnson. I mean, $23 million for an 80 overall, I don't think is great value. I feel like maybe we could get a little bit better value. Or maybe we could stick it out with him one more year and sign him for a cheaper deal and maybe use that money toward another star. You have a Christian Braun, Jamal Murray, a lot of players still on that championship roster from a few years ago. Bruce Brown even came back on this team, although he's not listed here. There he is. Yeah, 75 overall, so he's probably gone. JV, a little bit of an overpay, I think, just based on production. So we'll probably look to move on from him. And he was the guy who was already going into Europe anyway. So, Bobby Portis Jr. off the bench could be nice. Again, he's the guy who Father Time's ticking, looking down on him. He's right behind. Yeah, he's close to hanging him up. He's 31, but I don't know. The way he plays, don't know if it's sustainable long term. But all right, let's pull the trigger on that. Again, another guy we could bring in, maybe move on from next year, sign him for maybe cheaper. But yeah, I kind of like that trade. Don't think we're helping out the Grizzlies, or sorry, not the Grizzlies, the Bucks tremendously. So we'll take that trade. And then yeah, Tyus Jones just really didn't pan out. I thought that would be an under the radar kind of signing for them, but it just kind of proved that Jones, I don't know, feels like he's been destined to kind of take that second step in his career and is just held back for some reason. We'll try to trade out of the second round pick just because I don't think we're going to get much value at pick 20 in the second round. But we'll go ahead and sim to this pick 26. So Christian Anderson's available. I'm not loving the talent I'm seeing here. We'll look to maybe trade for a player or pick in the future. Pistons 27 pick. Spurs via Atlanta. I kind of do like that trade. We'll pull the trigger on that. I'm just curious, who do the Spurs trade? So they take the best available, which is probably what we would have done. All right, so we'll sim ahead rookie signings. So we got some younger prospects. Spencer Jones really stepped up for the Nuggets, but do we bring him back? 22 minutes per game was what he averaged. I feel like we could get a better replacement for him. So yeah, we'll move on from that. And Strother, I'd like to keep him around another year. Yeah, I feel like we just assemble a better team. I know Spencer Jones stepped up big time for this Nuggets team in that game. Was it game 5? 20 points, 37 minutes. Huge numbers from him. But yeah, I just think we could get a better prospect down the line, potentially. David Roddy, another guy I thought would be very good. He played pretty good in Memphis a few years ago. For, yeah, those 2 years with Memphis, I thought he was outstanding for, what, being a 23rd overall pick. But yeah, just hasn't lived up to the hype since. Payne Watson, I think he's a good piece to have on this team, so we'll keep him around another year. Jalen Pickett, I think we'll move on as well. But yeah, this team right now, the Nuggets, yeah, just a little hampered by the contracts so far. They really decided to give out some big time deals, like Christian Brown. That's a pretty hefty deal. I don't think he's really worth that, frankly. Um, 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 1 year. So yeah, definitely have some decisions to make. I would love it if like 2K added an option where like you can restructure some deals because I think Nuggets are in desperate need for some of that. I'll try to sign Simmons, maybe Scottie Pippen as well, 2 year for 275. With teams like this, it's all about trying to find the cheapest options available. Just to kind of fill out the roster, maybe hope that some of the players might develop into bigger pieces down the line. But yeah, I think some of these deals could turn out to be pretty good. Tim Hardaway was a great pickup, but yeah, he's going to be worth. Excuse me. He's going to be worth a little bit more on the open market, so I don't think we can even bring him back, even if we wanted to. All right, so we'll match Payne Watson, and who is offering that much money? The Heat. Okay, so yeah, we'll match his offer. And then what else? I mean, Duncan Robinson would be low key pretty nice. Oh, after we matched Watson, we might not be able to afford a lot of these other guys, actually. Yeah, so that's not ideal. Nurk for cheap, maybe. 2 year for 4. Still seems like a little bit of an overpay. Done. All right, so renounce, probably renounce that. So yeah, realistically here, probably only are going to be able to get like Robinson and Dunn. But yeah, just sim ahead, see what happens. All right, so Nurkic is out. No Scotty. But we got the rest, so I'm good with that. Okay, so probably move Simmons to the 3. And right now we'd have too many. If we move Strother to the 2, he's 77. If we move him to the 2, what would that look like? around the same. I like him better at a 3, I think, though. And then Cam Johnson, if we moved him to a 2, what would that look like? 78, okay. We'll keep him at the shooting guard spot. Then Simmons, Watson. All right. I mean, we could afford to have 4 at the 3. That's fine. Just means we'll have less at another position. Then I would like to get a power forward, maybe. Can we convert? We can maybe move Portis to the 4. He's an 80 at a center. Okay, so he's the same. All right, so that provides a little bit of flexibility. Maybe a guy like Drummond, just cleaning up some boards and the Jokic less minutes. Then, who's a good point guard we can maybe pick up here? Let's back up Jamal Murray. Scottie Pippen. Can we not afford? Really? Okay. Goodwin would be a guy I'd potentially go after. Alright, let's try that. 3-year minimum. And then maybe a 2. I'm split between either adding a 2 to this team or a 3 or 4. I mean, Terrence Williams, he's a guy I pick up a lot, but he regresses pretty quickly. We'll try it. 2 years. Alright, so we'll bring in Drummond, bring in Williams, and then we'll see if Goodwin will bite. Alright, so yeah, we're set. We got a full 15, and we'll go ahead and advance. Yeah, that's some summer league stuff, not important. Alright, so we want the 2027 draft class. Yeah, okay, I did that right. For some reason, I'm second guessing myself, but wow. We have a 39% chem. They're just shocking to me. So let's go 10 deep here. So 10 deep would get us Robert Williams in the rotation. Duncan Robinson, ooh, he regressed quite a lot actually from an 80 overall to 76. We'll play through star. Some crash. Let's get back. Neutral, conservative, crash, glass. Maybe? Okay, we'll do that. We got some high flyers and a rebounding beast in Jokic, so we'll try that out. Okay, so Nas Reed would fit in great on this team, I would think. Yeah, let's just explore that trade a step further. They wanted Braun, but I'm hoping maybe we could get away from that. So Braun or Johnson, mind you, or yeah, pretty much that's it. Yeah, I think it's safe bet to pull the trigger on this trade. I'm wondering if we can maybe. That's another bad contract, maybe potentially here. The thing with Gordon is, I just don't know. It's 31 mil is what we're giving him. It's not ideal. Maybe if we did like McDaniels for Brown. Yeah, I feel like that's a solid trade. But we have like no picks to offer, is the thing. Yeah, I think we just stay put. Damn. All right. 53% cam. That's only going to get better as the season goes on. But yeah, like right now, our record isn't great reflecting this roster. But you'd like to think with Jokic on this team, like sky's the limit. We did make some tweaks as well, so you never know. That might really change this team for the better. I really do hate. We won the NBA Cup, so that's pretty impressive. Like our offense is really high octane right now. But yeah, like I really do hate to pick point of emphasis being like crash offensive boards. But maybe with this Nuggets team, it kind of makes the most sense, low key. Wendell Carter Jr. That's another guy who. Ooh, maybe Wendell Carter Jr. is the option here. like 20 mil ballpark. Can we get another good player from this team? Like Anthony Black would be the most ideal. To 28 versus 23. And then maybe like Drummond. Would they even buy if we threw in some of the picks? Yeah, okay. Bummer. Alright, so we'll skip that. Yeah, I mean, the thing is right now, we're going to have a lot of flexibility down the road with Portis and Johnson potentially signing back for less. But yeah, it's yet to be seen. I mean, right now we're number 1 in the West, so that's huge. And yeah, if you guys are new to this, basically what we're trying to do here is see if we can take over the reins as GM, make some signings and trades and draft picks to see if we can really change the trajectory of this team going forward, and ultimately aim with an aim of winning a championship in a 3-year window. Used to do 5, but 3 years is just a lot easier and much more realistic because the roster doesn't change as much. But as soon as we do win, end the video. That mission accomplished in my mind. So as soon as we are able to win a championship, we'll end it. But we're giving ourselves 3 years max, if you will. But okay, so let's negotiate this trade real quick because I do kind of like this offer. So we get Aaron Gordon and Naz Reid because our power forward now is Bobby Portis. Okay, so maybe we do Bobby because wait, did Bobby and Nas be over the cap? All right, so it was Nas and CJ. So, maybe we just do Johnson here. Who's our worst player? I guess Goodwin. And then can we maybe add somebody like, I guess Newell would make a lot of sense because they did get rid of, or they drafted Boozer. So we get CJ, we can put him at the 2, add a center. Austin Newell comes in. Yeah, I don't think this is that kind of out there. I don't think it's that out there of a trade. Damn. If we took off. Alright, so Goodwin maybe. If Goodwin's our worst player. Maybe like Duncan. Alright, so Duncan. With like maybe Kenrich. And the seconds. Alright. I guess Dunn would be the next big option. Come on. Okay, we got it. Alright, so we did lose Dunn in that, but yeah, I mean, we add CJ. Low-key kind of nice. We needed backups too. And we probably move on from Williams and Drummond. And then go after a backup 2, probably, right? Yeah. Get a good 2-yard in the mix here. Ooh, Cedric Coward. That's kind of like what I'm looking for, but just not like the right age. Because you already do have Braun. I mean, he's 25, right? So, oh, wait, what was that last one? Jay Mitchell. Ooh. Yo, low key, that might be it. That might be the move. Because we can always just move CJ to the 2. And then I could care less about Payton Sandfort. No, but we need him, I guess. Okay. So Adam. Okay. But I mean, we'll just do the same trade again. I hate how when you like try to tweak it and then they're like, no, you can't just revert back to the original. But okay. Okay, so now, I know we made a lot of tweaks even though we're the 1 seed. Some of you guys might be like, I don't know if that was the right move, but sometimes, it pays off, so I have to try it out. All right, so CJ off the bench, Robinson, Strother, okay. And then, can we trade the new guy, Sanford? No. Honestly, let's just cut him. Because I feel like, unless yeah, let's just cut him. Okay. Then, so free agents. Ooh, can you get a guy like Cam Thomas? No, we can't. Never mind. We do need a center, so like Collins. Okay. 3-year minimum. That works. And do we have 15? We have 14. Okay, so right now we need what? A 4? Yeah. Alright, so we need another 4. Well, okay, we do need 2, because I'm not loving um, Duncan Robinson. It's like Barlow. 2 years. Alright, and then see what we could get for Robinson, maybe. Caruso, Mari Williams, a first-round pick, Jordan Miller. I mean, a first probably is the best bet. Okay. And then, so now we just need another 2. Okay. Boston. Can't afford Johnson. Can't afford Trent Jr. Okay. 3 years. Okay. Good with that. Alright. So, how are we looking? So, no backup center minutes, really? Huh. So, wait. Oh, so Jokic is out. Missed that nugget. Uh, no pun intended. Broken right ankle, 1 to 2 weeks. Sprained right ankle. All right, so Jokic, it's an injury we can get back from. And Naz Reid, he can hold it down. I feel. I think that was a great trade. I feel like he definitely fits this team. And Watson, Braun, Murray. Okay, so we're at the trade deadline. Let's just contract extension. Check this out. Jokic, he's got a player option. So yeah, we do not want to see him leave us at some point in this video. So do 41 for 2. Okay, cool. And then AG will hold off. All right. Oh, wait, actually curious about system match guys. Who's like not matching our system? Who's like bad? Barlow, Collins, Newell. Okay. All right, interesting. All right, here we go. 36 and 12. Yeah, I mean, definitely changed this team up a lot. Don't think it's gonna sacrifice our chem too much. But yeah, 40 and 14, great start. I mean, granted, we're gonna lose some more games just because Jokic is out for us, but with him back, we should be able to bounce back, get back to that 1 seed potentially. Ooh, 155 to 105. Our offense is just going crazy. And is Jokic back for us? Yeah, okay, he is. I was gonna say that makes a lot more sense. Ooh, so AJ Mitchell got an injury, torn right MCL, 2 to 4 weeks. All right, so thankfully these guys aren't going to be out the whole season, but yeah, we are picking up a lot of injuries. Definitely going to make that a point of emphasis um, for points to spend on sports medicine. But I mean, 56 and 26, not bad. Kate Cunningham, MVP. Darren Peterson, Rookie of the Year. Ivy, Sixth Man. Defense Player of the Year, Wembanyama. Ricochet, Most Improved. So that's 3 in a row for the Hawks for Most Improved. Trae Young, Clutch. Coach of the Year, J.V. Bickerstaff of the Pistons. Jokic gets All-NBA First Team. Let's see what numbers he put up. I mean, he did dip in assists, but I do hate how the league is just like not willing to give it to him every year. And a career year for Murray. Love to see that at age 30. The highest points per game average for his career. And a 50-40-90. First of his career as well. That is awesome. That's really awesome. He played every game. Unbelievable. Defensively, or rookies, anything? No. Okay, so we're able to secure number 3 seed in the West and face off against a very tough Thunder team who added Cam Boozer, which is crazy to think. And wait, when did they get Robert Williams? Oh, wait, did we trade? We must have. Yeah, we did trade. That's right. So Robert Williams is a starting center, so some familiar faces going back and forth here. But yeah, year one, let's see how this Nuggets team does in the first round of the playoffs. Yeah, got our shit kicked in, if you will. Not a great start. All right, down 1-0. All right, down 7. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, we're not playing great. Yeah, this team has our number. So why is that? What can we change here? Average tempo, crash glass, conservative D. I mean, SGA, the foul line merchant. I feel like conservative D kind of works for us. Crash glass. I feel like against this team that won't really work. So let's avoid giving up like fast breaks. All right, here we go. See if that tweak changed anything. All right, back in this game a little bit. And all right, we are able to win. So no team has won at home yet. So hopefully we can continue that streak going here in game 4 to get our home court back. Oh my God. How are we letting them come back by this much? Up 1 point with a minute left. We're jumping in here. Come on, please win. Please win.
And here's Mitchell.
Come on,
now
Mitchell.
Jokic. And stolen by Williams.
Why don't I say, come on, Mitchell? And immediately he goes out.
Then there's Jared McCain, and it's SGA in at the 1. Okay. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. So it's Denver now. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the hitting move right now.
Murray, it's money from deep.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Where's the help? Where's the help? Where's the help?
The 11-footer. Gordon pulls it down.
Okay, so they're going to play the foul game. I think we're good to go here. Okay. 5-point win. Awesome. All right, so, yeah, no team has won at home yet. It's kind of bizarro world right now. A little odd. So, yeah, we have home court advantage still, so let's hopefully win the first game at home. And again, we're still in it, low-key. Still plenty of time to go. And, okay, lose by 11. All right, we're down 3-2. Can we please avoid another year where we get sent home in the first round? All right, we're tie game here. 8 minutes to go. Still a lot of basketball left to be played. Down 1, 57 seconds. 51 seconds, rather. All right, here we go. Please, Nuggets, keep the season alive. Let's force that game 7.
Williams, a screen on Brown.
Hand up. Come on, good D. Good D from you, AK.
SGA against Mitchell. SGA.
Hand up, jump.
Outside.
Good D.
Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. He drills the 3.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
For the Thunder, Williams comes in for Isaiah Joe. And Wallace sub in for Jared McCain. And Denver also making
Good
a
look.
switch. Murray's checked in.
Okay.
By Jokic.
Okay, Jokic.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic.
That would have been the guy to foul.
And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
All right, here we go.
Two-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Al Gordon shoots the three. And it doesn't go.
Pressure.
Foul him, yeah.
Hand up just as good as a block.
And he did
Oh,
it
Jokic
without
fouled out.
fouling.
That's
and
not
that's
good.
becoming hard. Changing shots without making contact.
Yeah, and luckily they've got.
Okay, when Robert Williams makes both, it's fair to say we lost this one. So yeah, unfortunately, first round exit yet again. Did our team get better? I think we did. In terms of win-loss, did we actually get better? Like, what was our record a year ago? Yeah, with 2 games better difference. That's good. Considering how much time Jokic missed, I think it's fair to say, job well done. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we were definitely up there with one of the top teams, but we lose to Thunder. And they're no slouch either. So we'll go ahead and sim. Pistons beat the Suns in 4. So yeah, the West was all sorts screwed up there. Let's invest in sport medicine. Okay. Retirements: Brooke Lopez, Harden, Curry, Paul George, Bradley Beal, Schroeder, Tim Hardaway Jr., Damian Lillard. Yeah, a lot of big names, to say the least there. It's definitely a new-looking NBA here. You could say it's anyone's to take, but yeah, the Hawks pick is looking pretty nice right now. Could be a top 10 pick. Right now we're sitting at 11. But yeah, have a chance to move up. Okay. Ooh, wow. Heat moved up to top 4. Okay. Can we follow? Okay, so we'll pick 12. So we move down a spot. Alright, so Nuggets picking 12, and we have our own pick, I think, as well. No, Thunder do. Okay. So, what is that trade from? I'm wondering, how did the Nuggets get rid of their pick, and now the Thunder own it? Don't know. Alright, so Goodwin will look to trade Sixers first in 28. Oh, with the Clipper pick, could be very good, depending on how the Clippers are doing. Trent Jr. Yeah, some of these guys we can afford to kind of trade some of these picks off of, just because they weren't really contributing to us. Yeah, Collins as well. Yeah, Spurs and a second. Bring him back to San Antonio. CJ, 13 mil. Yeah. Let's look to move on from him. I think he's on the down slope. Gillespie we could bring back, because our backup point now is Mitchell. So actually we don't really need him back. Oops, not Jokic. And then big contracts here. Kind of got a little bit lucky with the amounts we're playing some of these guys. Yeah, Barlow could get rid of. Yeah, I mean, Gordon's deal is just not helping us at all. I might look to move on from that. We can't do a lottery protect on that pick? That seems odd. They won't let us do that. I mean, ultimately, with this team, I'd love to get like a really good small forward, but I'm also tempted to see what free agency looks like at the same time, because I know Luka is a free agent in one of these classes. So, I mean, if we could pair Luka and Jokic, I don't know where Murray would fit into that equation. Maybe we put Luka at the 3, but yeah, it could be definitely something. Are we just, yeah, it's pipe dream, right? Yeah. Good small forward though on this team. Ooh, it would be really nice on this team actually. I mean, Avija would be as well. Look, maybe Avija's the way to go. I was thinking maybe Brandon Miller, someone like that. Well, Simons went back to Portland. He tends to do that a lot in these sims, I've noticed. So wait, our shooting guard now. Maybe if we move Simmons, okay, we could swing that and pick 4, and we give them some seconds, maybe. Can we swing that? No. If we did 12 though, surely we could. Maybe take that out. Alright, and then we'll add the Nuggets first. Really, even with all that, huh? Alright, let's just do the second. No. Okay, Spurs pick. That's probably not going to be anything. Really? I thought for sure we'd be a little bit closer here. Alright, Pacers. Clippers next year? Wow, okay. Huh. Thought maybe we could have pulled it off there. Alright, well, it's 2 picks instead of the 4th overall. And we'll give you our Nuggets pick next year. And we'll give you the Spurs pick. Come on, really? Even with the second, how about second round? No, okay. Alright, so let's just wait till 12, I guess. I'm not loving the options we got here. Pick 12, what can we do? Hugo, Imga, McCory, Matherin, and Sar for Braun. Brandon Williams and John Collins. Jalen Wells. Alexander Walker. It's a pretty good trade. It's pretty good. It's not perfect. Wait, was that Caleb Holt one? Nah, that one's stupid. Bruce Branch for CJ. And we get Hachi. Instead of Hachi, what else can we get maybe? So ballpark, Hachimura contract. Yeah, nothing nothing I would love to get there. Maybe Eason. Or maybe just picks. Something like that. Okay. That's cool. So we got Branch back up 2. That's solid. And then some of the guys we could maybe trade. Who was it? Maybe Simmons, Barlow. Simmons, Barlow, Gordon. What can we get for that? Zubats, Vassell, Brooks and Williams, Matherin and Sarr, Reeves and Bagley. Alright, what about just Simmons and Barlow? Sarr, Grimes, Wells, Sexton, Gillespie, Filkowski, Mitrov. Yeah, let's hold off. Actually, let's just trade Barlow for like a pick or something. Yeah, I'll do that. Pistons pick. And then, yeah, hang on to Simmons. So, yeah, right now we got Mitchell. I mean, I think we have him. Watson, Simmons, Schroeder. All right. And then, yeah, I'll trade. Actually, yeah, let's try to trade that Nuggets pick while we're at it. Oops. Raptors 29. Okay. All right. Sim to the end. Bruce Branch at 9. We'll take that. AJ Mitchell, Newell will extend. Schroeder, might as well do the same. All right. So, wait. So we're only waiting on Schroeder. Okay. So yeah, we pretty much need a player at each position then, other than the 3. So Pittman, we probably signed this go around because right now we got Mitchell and Murray. Yeah, let's try that. Minimum for 2, and then a 2 Melton or Joe. Let's try Joe, and if we miss on that, go for Melton. And then small forward, check. Oh, Cam Johnson. Could look to bring him back. Yeah, could do that. Power forward, Champagny. Yeah, I'll do 3 years. We'll try that. So it's Pippen and Joe. Cap hold. All right. So Champagny will go elsewhere. The center, we add Robert Williams. Act like that trade never happened. All right. Yeah, cap hold. That looks good. All right, let's just see if this goes through. Okay, so no Isaiah Joe. All right, so then that leaves. Okay, so like Camp Spencer maybe. Okay, Camp Spencer 3 year. Okay. And then we're still waiting on Strother, right? Could get Derrick Jones Jr. Wait, Champagne's still there. Oh, the other Champagny. Clark we could do. He's got some other offers, so we might get some competition there. Let's try Cam Johnson. Because just maybe we could trade him later. Is my thought process there. All right, so Spencer we got as well, and then yeah, we'll match Strother. Cool. We got our team set. I think we definitely upgraded our team again, so pat on the back is well deserved, I would say. All right, so I'm going to 2028 class here. 2028. Here we go. All right, you're 2 of the sim now. You're 2 of the sim. All right, here we go. BI they're offering. Interesting trade offer. Proctor for Newell. I mean, they're offering us a first, but yeah, I'd like to see where Newell, how he turns it, what he turns into. So we'll hold off on that. Yeah, no. Patrick Williams, no. Oh, Jane Daniels is someone we looked at earlier, but yeah, they want Reed, so I'll say no to that. Walter Clayton, no, dude. Bruce Branch, all the way. Out of your mind? Precious, Chua, no. NBA Cup MVP, Ant-Man, Lou Dort. I mean, we're 16-12. It's not where I'd like us to be right now. I mean, are we just getting hit with injuries? Is that what's going on? All right, maybe we go back to that point of emphasis, the crash class. It's the only real change I could think of. Might look to tweak. Bruce Branch isn't getting time. And neither is Reed. All right, let's go 12 deep just to get some guys some more minutes. We'll run that to like trade deadline maybe. Just so we can experiment a little bit with our rotation. It's a good win streak here. Dropped 166 points on Memphis, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yes. Yeah, I'll decline that. Ooh, I didn't even look really at that trade, but I feel like we're just gonna stand pat at this point. Eason for Watson, no. Bones for Mitchell, no. All right, yeah, I'll stop here. All right, so we got Murray, Brown, Watson, Gordon, Jokic, then Mitchell, Strother, Newell, Simmons, R. Williams, Nasri, and Branch. Okay, so even still, they're not really jumping. But we did want to maybe explore some trades here. So yeah, we'll do just that. So I mean, Nasri just not really getting. Might like to trade him actually. I mean, ideally we need like a cheap center option. Yeah, it's crazy, but that might be what we do. Actually, wait. We were thinking Reed or Wendell Carter. So let's check Carter. All right, he's still with the Magic. Proposed trade. Orlando Magic. All right. 25 versus 19. Wow, Russell Westbrook 17 for a year. Got like Mingo. Except we had too many. Okay. All right. So then could get rid of Scotty. Simmons. All right. Let's just add some seconds. Hopefully that'll get the deal done. No, dude, we don't want Westbrook. I know he was a Nugget, but yeah, it's not worth. Who is our worst player right now? Spencer? Okay. Alright, so maybe a Nuggets pick? Let me just get rid of the seconds. Cam Johnson for Westbrook. No. Dude, we know the Westbrook deal is not a great contract, so we don't want a part of that. Stop trying to like offload him on us. Alright, here we go. Come on, really? How is that not cutting it? Still. Another Nuggets? Okay, we can't trade that Nuggets. Can't trade that Nuggets. It's not going to be a good pick. The Pistons pick. Bro, stop trying to trade us Westbrook. Like, come on. Be real. Dude, wow. They're really playing hardball. Alright, Spurs pick. They have to. Honestly, we should get a second for this. Bruh. Dude, are you tripping? Dude, Wendell Carter Jr. is not worth this much, but maybe they're thinking their prospect is. I'll do 2029. Jeez. Gave him way too much, but alright. Murray, Brown, Watson, Gordon, Jokic, Mitchell, Strother, Newell, Simmons, and Carter. Alright, so we'll go back to 10 deep. Alright, so Carter will be 10th man. Mingo is a stash point guard prospect. We got some prospects here with Mingo and Branch. And then I did want to look at, just looking at, alright, so we got starter, backup, prospect. No clear starter there. Johnson and maybe Brown to get a star 2. I mean, who would be a good 2 on this team? Yeah, I mean, dude, like, we really do need to find a better 2 guard. Thinking like a 3-and-D kind of guy. Yeah, like someone like Wallace Loki. Let's try Braun. Yeah, like Loki, that kind of makes sense to me. Simmons trying to add as well to the deal. Who else do they have that we might want? If I wanted to up this trade a step further. Honestly, like, no. Wow, this team is like totally different. Like, Turner's like the only guy, and AJ Green, I guess, the only returners. Jesus. Alright, so we can't trade that one. We can't do that one. We'll try the Wolves one. And give me some seconds. Alright, I'll take out the seconds. Bruh. Second. Alright, I'll give you the 2029 second. There we go. Alright, so we got Keyshawn Wallace. Upped our defense. Mitchell. Okay, he's looking for about 10 more mil, which I can respect. Gordon. Yeah, like a minimum, bro. Okay, so, yeah. So we're saving like 30 mil there. Okay. And then, do we want to make another trade? Alright, so Jamal, Kason, Watson, Strother. Okay, so maybe like, let's look at, and Watson. Like, Strother and Johnson, maybe. They're not loving these so far. Yeah, nothing's. Yeah, we're not gonna get like a big. Nothing crazy. Okay. Then Wendell Carter. All right, let's keep going with this team. I mean, 36 and what was it, 25? Not where I thought we'd be at this point, but I mean, we're still top 3 in the West. So, I mean, yeah, with Jokic on the team, sky's the limit. But there's only so much I could do with trying to balance all the contracts. And we got rid of Brown, granted, but still got Gordon and Murray. All right, 50 wins, I'll take that. 50-win season. 55, can we get maybe? 54. Wembanyama MVP, Cam Williams Rookie of the Year, AJ Mitchell 6-man, awesome. Wembanyama Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Bansta, Cade Cunningham Clutch, and Mitch Johnson Coach of the Year. So Jokic, another All-NBA first team nod for him. And 27, 10, and 8. So his assists are going down a bit. He's still playing great. And let's see, any other players here? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so again, we are the 3rd seed, and now we're playing the Golden State Warriors. Well, so they've added the Cuff, Ivy, oh, and Giannis. Holy crap. Okay, this is a scary team. Yeah. Okay, we might be in trouble, but Jokic, carry us to the promised land. All right, it's a close one. Please win. Please win. All right, we'll win game 1. Good. All right, game 2. I mean, if we can beat this Warriors team, with Giannis especially, I think that's a really good sign for us going forward, because this is a tough matchup for round 1. All right, so we're up 2 games, and we head to Golden State now. Big time first quarter for us. Awesome. We're filling our mojo out a little bit. 45-point win there. Can we make it a clean sweep? Would love to see us do that. Yeah, it looks like they're bouncing back here a little bit, but yeah, I mean, we still cracked 100 points, so not our offense is still there, but defense needs to step up. All right, here we go. Come on, pedal to the metal. Come on, offense, don't slow down. All right, so we'll gentlemen sweep the Warriors and face up against the Memphis, or why do I keep saying Memphis? Minnesota Timberwolves. So point guard LeBaron Philbin, but otherwise pretty much the same Wolves squad. We got Strother starting for now. Kason and Anthony Edwards could be an interesting matchup. And yeah, I mean, in real life, this was the matchup that eliminated the Timberwolves. And Gobert actually really stepped up against Jokic. I have to say, I was a little surprised by that. But yeah, let's see if it's the same case here. Okay, guys, come on. It's a close game, but we do lose. Granted, we do not have home court this round, so if we could steal a win here, it would be awesome. So it seems like Newell's progression is off to a good start because they're kind of splitting time with starters between Gordon and him. Okay, so we're down 2-0 here. Still only second year of the sim, so don't need to panic if we did end up losing the series, but we're still in it. Down 2-1. See if we can repeat back-to-back. Go back-to-back wins here. All right, 2-point game, late in the fourth. And all right, we'll take it. Tied the series up 2 games apiece. All right, have we finally found our mojo in this series? Hopefully that's the case. No team has won on the road yet, but can it be us? All right, got a good lead going to the fourth quarter, and all right, we'll take it. 3-2. Can we win it in Mile High City? Down 3. Come on, guys. Come on. Yes. All right, we face a tough Spurs team in the conference finals. How are we doing injury-wise? Everyone's healthy, good to go. Awesome. Awesome. Love to see this team make it this far. All right, so in the East, it's a 1 versus 6. Here's 1 versus 3. See who is on the Spurs team now. So they've added Kuminga, and maybe Fox is off the bench. It looks like Harper is starting above him. So, I mean, yeah, they got a really stacked team here. See if we can pull off the upset. I mean, we had a huge first quarter. Can we keep it going? 3-point game late. Come on, guys. Got to hold on. Oh, we just held on there at the end. And we win game 1. All right, mission accomplished. You know, we still won on the road. But, you know, it's still a best of 7 series at the end of the day. So, got to continue this momentum. We're still in this one. 8-point game, 3-point game. 5-point game, 46 seconds. We'll jump in. I don't think we have a shot really in this game, but especially with them at the line, but we'll try it out.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6.
Got one timeout, 26 seconds.
Young player.
All right, 7-point game.
Castle does a little bit of everything.
If we don't hit a 3 here, it's probably game over.
A national championship in college, so he is a winner too.
Kuminga, he's.
All right, yeah, that's gonna be game probably. Yeah, we didn't foul either. It looks like. Okay, so tied 1 apiece, but we did live up to our goal and 1-1 on the road. All right, game 3 in front of our home fans. Got to be able to win in front of them. Give them some hope. Keep the hope alive for this city. 3-point game, minute to go. Can we hold on? We do. Okay, so we're up 2-1. Definitely in the driver's seat here. Gotta win again in front of our fans. Can't let them get back advantage of having home court. Okay, it's a tight one. We're up 15, and we'll take it. They were very close to taking it away from us at the end there, but just were able to score more than enough. All right, we got a chance to eliminate them here in front of their home fans. We're still in it. We're down 13, 8.5 to go. And it looks like they'll win this one. So they are able to force a game 6 for now. But we are in the driver's seat. Got to be able to force them out and advance. Come on, guys. All right, down 2. Still plenty of time. Down 1, down 4. 2 minutes to go, roughly. We'll jump in here. All right, here we go, Jokic. Just take over. We saw him take over in that series against the Lakers in that whole run when they made the finals. We need him to do that again here.
Now Castle. Here's Kuminga.
So no Wallace out there.
Now Fox from outside.
Not good. Okay, good job. Here we go.
On the court for San Antonio. They've got Harper. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Stephon Castle. Then there's Wembanyama.
That's it.
And it's Fox in at the 2.
Dude, pass it to Jokic. He's wide open.
Victor using his reach to shut
And what kind of defense is that?
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy score.
One's wide open, by the way.
Now, here's Jokic. Jokic,
Nice.
so good in traffic. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Harper against Murray. Outside, Fox.
Good D.
Got it to go
David.
off the glass.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
Now Jokic. Now Mitchell.
Figure this out.
Jokic
Where's
with
the
the
shot
screen
gonna
on
come from?
Fox. Good.
Nice.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys
Don't
get
need a
contact,
foul.
they're just disappearing. Like
Why are we fouling?
You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Denver. Wallace comes in for Mitchell. San Antonio also making a switch. Vassell, he's checked in for
Oh, that
Fox.
should have been a steal. Why are we doubling?
double him with
Why are
Fox.
we doubling?
Now Castle.
Guys, what are we doing? That is the worst thing to do in that situation.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Pressure moment for Tassel.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by
Guys,
5.
come on.
Denver calls timeout. They trail by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Yeah, trying to get back in this
5-point
thing.
game.
They
Still
need
got
a
enough
score.
time to
Yeah,
pull it off,
has
but
to be
gotta go
fast.
quick.
They gotta take the first good look they get.
And the
Alright, that's game. God, it's like it's two boneheaded plays by us. I swear whenever we do these sims, whenever I jump in, it's like that. But, alright, so we're not out yet, but, I mean, we had 2 chances to put them away. This is their 3rd and final chance, but it's in San Antonio, so, you know, all chips in here. Need to pull this win off. Alright, we're up 17. That's 10-point game. Alright. Thank God. Finally, we were able to put him away. Jokic, Conference Finals MVP. Cade Cunningham, Conference Finals MVP. Into Pistons, Nuggets matchup in these finals. And I just want to double check here. How many seasons in are we? I'm like losing track myself. It's 25, 26. Oops. Alright, so 25, 26. 26, 27. Alright, so this is only year 2. Alright, so this Pistons squad is looking like this. Okay, so Tonde Yesewolfo, I think that's how you pronounce it, but he is a starting shooting guard, so that's a new change. But alright, I mean, I like how we match up with this team on paper. I feel like Jokic could definitely have his way against like a big like Duran in the paint, but all kind of depends on our guard game. Alright, so we will hit game 1. So are able to steal one on the road. I'd like to think this team has a lot more playoff experience. Oh, Watson's out. What does he have? Hand fracture season. But did he play? Probably, right? No, he didn't. Okay. Okay, so game 2 in Detroit. Can we make it back-to-back wins here? If we could win both on the road, that would be unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, 20-point lead in the 4th. I'm ready to call it. Alright, up to, or actually, wait. Yeah, we're on the road, right? We're at home now. Okay. Wow, so able to steal 2 on the road here. And now, I mean, our fans should be rabid. The place should be electric, loud, you know, seems to be like the championship is within reach, especially after winning Game 3. All right, here we go. Game 4. Can we make it a sweep and advance, or yeah, hoist the Larry O? This could be the episode right now. Only 2 years into the sim. But okay, looks like Pistons will wake up for the time being. All right, so no team has ever come back down 3-0. So cannot let that happen to us in the finals. But right now it's 3-1. Got a sizable lead here, but no lead is safe. All right, until this one. Think we're good. 118 to 104 with a minute 2 left. We'll jump in for this final 62 seconds with a championship within a reach. A minute 2 away. Second championship in Nuggets history on the line.
Now Simmons. Oh, the drop pass,
awesome.
And he dunks it down.
That's going to do it for this game. These teams, the entire season, what an unbelievable journey. It'll be a hoisting of the Larry O'Brien for the Nuggets.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And the goal they've been working toward all season is almost here. A chance to lift the trophy thanks to a fantastic Game 5 performance.
What a great way to cap it off. Taking care of business and making sure there wasn't going to be any miracle comeback. This is a team that knows how to close.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Nikola Jokic.
Well, when you notch a triple-double, you affect the game in
7,
every
6,
way. Just
5,
a great game
4,
for him tonight.
3,
Holland out there with Jalen Duren.
1.
Then there's Kate Cunningham. And they've done it! The Denver Nuggets have won the NBA championship.
We'd like to thank all of the fans for coming out tonight.
They go on the road and take care of business, and now the championship is theirs.
To be on the road, to silence the crowd, winning a championship with all of it on the line. What an incredible performance. Hats off to this team.
An incredible moment. You can see it in their faces. Forever known as NBA champions. And you can bet back home the celebration has started. Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Yeah, there you guys have it. We were able to win a championship in year 2 of the sim. It's a little bit of a different looking Nuggets team, to say the least. But, I mean, for the most part, we did keep a fair amount of players still on this team. Cam Johnson, he left and came back. Definitely had some new pieces. Strawther we kept around, Jokic, Murray, and Gordon somewhere. Right? Wait, Gordon's still on this team, no? Is he not? Did we get rid of Gordon? I don't think we did. But yeah, there you guys have it. Championship in year 2 of the sim. So 2020, what is it now? 2028. So just 2 more years. You guys will win another chip according to this sim. So Nuggets fans, don't fret. Jokic will win a second championship and cement his legacy as, potential all-time great. I mean, already, I think a lot of people have him top 10. I mean, a second championship could maybe really push him to top 5. Definitely puts him in the discussion to top centers of all time. He's certainly one of my favorite players of all time, just to watch. Yeah, I think if he doesn't win MVP this year, I think he's been robbed these 2 years, frankly. He should have won 6 in a row and just an absolute dominance. I don't think he gets credit enough for being like the best player in the NBA these last like several seasons. It's pretty amazing the stuff he's been able to put together. And I'd love to see him get another ring, just because I think a lot of people don't, or the whole voter fatigue thing is such a crock of what. And yeah, I just would love to see him hoist another one. But yeah, so Gordon is here, and so is Payne Watson, but both of them injured. So we're able to pull it off even with those injuries. So pretty impressive. Hand fracture for season, sprained left wrist season. So yeah, I mean, net maybe 5 players we were able to keep around. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I mean, 10 deep rotation, able to keep 6 guys. It's pretty good. And yeah, that's how this season has shook out this sim. And that's gonna do it for me today. Check out my next video, which will be covering the who is the next team? I believe it's the Rockets. Could be mistaken, but yeah, it should be an interesting one. Don't know what Kevin Durant's plans are going to be, so stay tuned for that one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.